What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Dustin here, and I'm gonna tell you about a story about my skateboarding life, whatever. Yeah. So back when I didn't start, but I started when I was 9, and I wasn't as big as into it as I was when I was like 17, 16. But yeah, then like I started skateboarding when I was 9, and then progressed, and then I stopped for like 2 years, and I started back when I was 16. 16. And I was like, damn, I'm fucking going to do this for the rest of my life. So I loved it. And I remember, like, my first rolling trick was a varial kickflip. I landed that bitch perfect. I was like, hell yeah! So yeah, back then, I had 4 friends: David, Dan, Josh, and Philip. We were awesome. We were fucking, like, going. Like, we were like, oh my god. We were so big into skateboarding. We were like, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go to California and make this big ass skateboarding company, but how are we gonna get the money to do it and stuff? So it was like, we gotta do this. We had to drive and everything, but now it's just changed, That was back then. That was the good old days where we all just hung out and skateboarded and nothing else mattered. Who cares if people call the cops on us because we're skateboarding at some place, and who cares, When I got on the board, it felt like nothing else mattered to me. It felt so good. Like, when I step on that board and just pop a trick and land it, I'm like, oh yeah. It was awesome. Had no worries. That was my stress, dude. That was my stress. Oh, not my stress. That was my stress reliever. So, yeah. But, yeah. That was when I started getting into it. Like, really getting into it. Like, 2 hours, 3, 4 hours skateboarding. My legs were sore as shit. But, yeah. Dan had his little iPod. He was the cameraman. He was like, yeah, gotta film this, we're gonna make a video, we're gonna put it together, we gotta film that and that, even though how stupid the trick was and how ridiculous the trick was, how ridiculously hard the trick was, we had to get it on film, we had to make a video and do all this, but we never really got around to it. But yeah, I remember back in the old days, and we had this church down the street, and it was like 3 minutes away from where I used to live with my mom and dad. And it was 3 minutes down the road. And Josh lived, like, he was my neighbor, basically. We just went down his road, and it was like 5 minutes away from my house. Walking distance. And we used to walk up there at the church, and it was just crap. It was like the ground was like crappy asphalt, like it was broken up into parts. It was like unskateable. But we made it work. Like, they had these little concrete strips that we used to have games to skate on, and we just made it work. Like, we were poor as shit, going nowhere, but we had, like, oh my god, we wanted this so bad. And it was like in our hearts, and like, yeah, let's do it, blah. Yeah. So we had game skates there, and then once we got older, we kind of fell apart, like, as a team. Like, we had a skateboard team, it was called Orgy Skate Crew, which is, I don't know why, but we kind of fell apart. I'm over here in Ashboro, and David and Dan lives down at Trinity, and Josh lives at Trinity, and Philip lives somewhere, I don't even know where he lives anymore. And I have a daughter, I have a 3-month-old daughter, and she's right here. Boop, boop, ba-doo. Hey. Say hey. Say hey. I'm going to tell you something right now that I never Anyway. Yeah. But we all kind of fell apart. Kind of drifted away. and we don't hang out as much as we do when we used to. Like, we used to hang out every day, skated after they got out of school, because I was homeschooled. After they got out of school, and after Josh got out of school, and everybody got out of school, we used to, like, call each other, like, yeah, man, you want to skate today? Yes, hell yes. We were so excited. We fucking gathered up, skated, filmed, done whatever, and fucking everything. And then, oh yeah, back to the church story. The church back then was crappy, and then a year down the road, they paved it. I was like, oh my god, we were like, holy shit, dude, this is awesome. Cause like, where it was paved over, it had like a parking lot to bank to the road. Like, it was like that. And it was awesome. We did games of skate on that pavement. It was so smooth, and we had nothing really to work with. We didn't have ledges or rails or stairs, because we couldn't like get our grind game or stair game on. You know, it sucked, but we made it work though. And so we did that, and I remember the first time I met David and Dan too. Like, I was a crazy motherfucker. Like, one time I tore out the sign out of the ground. They're like, alright, we got these cinder blocks, what are we going to use for a ramp? And I was like, that sign. I ripped it out of the ground and put it on the asphalt in the cul-de-sac. And it was like, we'll skate this. This is what we'll skate. And it was funny as shit. They were all laughing like, damn, this nigga's crazy. But yeah, it was awesome. And I used to do all the other crazy shit, like jump into bushes, shopping carts, whatever impressed my friends. I had to do it because I was the craziest one out of the bunch. And I remember when this house was getting done, like, it was like there was like piles of wood laying everywhere, and it wasn't furnished all the way and all that, and we kind of snuck in there, and like, I was like, kickflip, and David did an ollie, and we did whatever. We got out, and this lady came out screaming out of her house, and she went all the way across the neighbor. I was like, what is she doing? Like, what the hell? Like, and she got on her cell phone, and she was like calling the cops, and we was like, oh shit, she's gonna call the cops. So about like 15, 20 minutes later, her cop shows up, and he was like, I heard these teenagers were like breaking into houses and stuff. I'm like, no sir. He's like, well, you can't be here anymore, you can't skate or whatever. So I got kicked out, but we came back a couple of days later, still skated there, but we didn't do anything, you know, stupid. But yeah, our skate spots were usually the cul-de-sac or the church. And I remember when we like walked basically like fucking 3-4 miles trying to find skate spots in Trinity, which there's not shit down there. And we just walked, and we were like, well, let's see what's down here, and let's see what's up here, and all this other stuff. And I was the technical one of the group. I did like double kickflips, double barrel kickflips, variations, and everything. And then David was the heel flip master, basically. Nollie hill, switch hill, fakey frontside hill, everything. He could do it all in heel flip. And I was like, damn, this guy's sick as fuck. And Josh was like the hardcore skater. Like, he fucking did everything hardcore. Like, you know, like kind of like Chris Cole. Like, he's a hardcore skater type. But Dan was the cameraman, and Philip was just now learning in that time period. But yeah, things are so different. When you skate with your buds, your bros, you don't ever want to skate alone. I mean, you can, but it sucks. Like, there's nobody around to watch you do this awesome trick. like, when I'm with friends, or at least one friend or two friend, or how many of your friends you got, but when I'm with friends, and I do the sick-ass trick, and everybody's like, oh my god, I'm like, I feel like the fucking king of the world or some shit, you know? But when you're skating by yourself, you do like a kickflip manual to like hill flip out, like, oh yeah! Nobody saw it. And I don't have any proof to show people what I did. But when you're with your friends and you're skateboarding, it just feels so awesome. So what I'm hoping this weekend, Justin can calm down and he can hang out and we can get some skate footage and all that done and stuff. And I want to get him started into skateboarding. I want to get him, because I want to challenge him in the game of skate once he gets good enough. You know? And yeah. But I hope that happens. I have to talk to him about it. Call him up or do something. But anyways, that's it for this video. Next video will probably be a dip video or a story video, anything. Like, this channel, I started this channel like 3 years back. I don't know, I can't remember. But I started this channel way back. I have a couple videos, skate videos, cinnamon challenge, trying to beatbox, and all that stuff. Hang on one second. Full-time dad. But yeah, next video will be and it doesn't matter, video. I just need to get subscribers. I'm trying to, trying to make videos. I gotta do something. I'm bored at the house all the time. I don't have a job or anything. But even when I do get a job, I'll still make videos. We'll do like gaming reviews, vlogs, random shit, skate videos. And be on the lookout. There's a skate video in progress right now. And I gotta get up with Philip or something. I gotta hit him up somehow and see what the deal is with that. And there'll be like anything random on this channel, because I need to get subscribers and I need to get more views and get my stuff out there, But yeah, that's it for this video. I will see y'all later.